So, good evening. My name is Alexandria Jordan. I am doing this video about my digital portfolio, leadership portfolio, if I stand corrected. I'm sorry that my voice is very, very raspy. I've been singing all of last week, but I wanted to talk about the video that I chose. It was podcast 82 by Gordon Firemarkey at Tamara Bennett. A part of this one, it was copy wrong. I don't say my name, I kinder copy. And I'm going to talk about the 3 takeaways that I got from the said video. Number 1, that was definitely mentioned in the beginning half of said video, was attorney fees. And don't rack up attorney fees, because if you rack up those attorney fees, they're going to be a tremendous amount of money. You would rather have it settled earlier, try to go into, mediation or even litigation in that sense, because at the end of the day, I know in one of the cases that he was talking about, which was the Perfect 10, they didn't win that case. They had to pay at least $5.6 million in attorney fees. So he basically said, do it right or you'll get hit with fees. That was one. Another thing that I took away from the video is definitely learning the difference of preemption and no preemption. And it was one of the cases, I think it was Ultraflow and Pelican tanks and, trade secrets. That's in this particular one was no preemption, and then misappropriation was considered preemption. And you have to kind of know the difference between the two and how that works into that. Going into the state and whatnot, going in the different elements. But the last takeaway that definitely, kind of hit home for me was the Iowa state and the group that they granted, which was, I think it was Narmel. If I'm misappropriating, I'm sorry, mispronouncing it wrong, I apologize. But I know it starts with like an N. They were a group that went to the university, and this group was about legalization of marijuana, and they wanted to use the trademark, the cardinal, and also the logo, the Iowa State University logo, for the school. So they had to go through, different leads, different, things, because it's marijuana. This is a big thing that's, going on and around our country. So going in, and as they were talking about it in the case, they had to, make a claim. They had to go to the president and a few officials to actually get permission to use that logos, even before submitting to use the trademark. They had to, go under, it was like a program that the school has, that you can use trademarks under certain circumstances. And, this particular group felt they had the support of the university. But within that, the university started hearing complaints about, the use of this said logo. This wasn't really more of an issue about the shirts. It was more of an issue that the university actually supported this, which kind of took a hit. So the governor actually sent, an inquiry to the university, and, the students didn't feel right. So they posted a claim, for a viewpoint of discrimination, which, they talked about later on. They're going to pay attention to this case, which is going to open up different doors, because there were different other groups that didn't get the same support because they got closed because of sexual harassment or, other things. And, paying attention to the business that I'll be doing, in which is like, fashion, makeup, and music. And if I start creating t-shirts, there's certain things, if I'm going to actually have a third party, if they're going to use my logo, how is that going to go? Are you going to use it properly? Are you going to use it, in what way, shape, or form? Because you can, deny people, but I don't want to say, okay, with this certain viewpoint, you discriminated me because of X, Y, and Z. That was one thing that I paid attention to. So, but other than that, that's honestly my 3 takeaways that I got from the video. I hope you enjoy this, and thank you for listening.